About to get underway with our first men's elite game of the weekend. The Shredded Ducks taking on the 7 Fantastics. Shredded Ducks playing in the yellow and blue. The Fantastics in the black and blue. These two teams fighting it out for the €7,500 prize fund.
Shredded Ducks making a good touch. We know they fancy their chances of lifting the trophy. I'm not sure whether we should be saying Fantastics or Fantastiques, because the 7 Fantastiques are, or the Set Fantastique, mainly a sort of French and Spanish development side. Be good to see how they go.
Referee taking charge of this one, Adam Wookie. You can already sense the increase in tempo for this men's elite competition. The Shredded Ducks losing in the semi-finals last year, looking to open in the scoring.
Just when it looked as if they'd broken the defence, holding on in the tackle gives the Fantastiques a penalty, and they're trying to drive it out. Referee saying you weren't back on your feet before you picked the ball up again, and you certainly weren't back 10 metres then, so that will be a yellow card. In fact, a yellow card given against the French-Spanish side, and again the Shredded Ducks with the chance to go for that opening score, but the tackling hard and unyielding at the moment. Commentator's curse, I thought he was going to go straight through, he didn't. Again, they just got to him, and now they've got the extra man, but it's a poor pass from the Shredded Ducks, and that sees the opportunity go begging. Scrum down, and the Fantastiques in with a chance of regaining possession. Remember, they're down to 9 men. In fact, they had the choice. They've opted to go for the line out, probably because they're that man down. Well, we got, oh no, we have got 4 on 4 now. For a moment I thought there was a numbers issue in the line out. Good line out drill. Little nudge forward, says Adam Wookie, and it'll be a scrum to the Shredded Ducks. Can they make? Remember, a sin bin in this game is only 2 minutes. We've probably got a minute gone already, so the Fantastics just need to hold out if they can for another minute. Collapse, but nobody to blame.
It's all been in the Fantastics half so far.
Twisting at the scrum there gives the Shredded Ducks a penalty. Yeah, good defence again though from the Fantastiques. Oh, that one just nudged forward. Advantage being played. Shredded Ducks have it now. They've got a 3-on-2 on the far side. Can they put the man away? They can't. The final pass, not good enough.
Well, the Ducks at the moment, they've got all the territory, but perhaps not clinical enough. They've been right on the Fantastics try line, and they haven't quite made the most of this sin bin period, have they?
Well, they haven't at the moment. That wasn't straight. With regret almost, Adam Wookie whistles up for it. I'd like to see the game back in motion, but that was not at all straight. Went too early, tackling the man without the ball, and again the Shredded Ducks come away with it. Both sides, of course, back to full strength now.
Some great athleticism on show already, isn't there, in this this game? The Ducks all out in attack, but the Fantastics in defence, really putting some weight about.
Nice little layoff. Now, is there the chance for the Shredded Ducks? Recycle it well. Come right with it. But again, good defence. Going over the top, not able to support your weight. So again, a penalty to the Shredded Ducks.
Well, the Ducks pressing on this Fantastics line, just needing to get the ball out of contact, find the space out wide. Seeing if they can slide through a gap in the outside channels. Fantastics working hard in defence though, forcing the Ducks to keep it tight at the moment.
Yeah, they really are. The Ducks recycling again, but if anything, going backwards at the moment. Go left. Can he get the pass away? No, he can't. He's into touch, and again a chance for the Fantastics, which they've quickly taken the line out. Chance for them to get themselves back onto the attack. It's a turnover, and the referee awarding a penalty, in fact, to to the Shredded Ducks, as they tried to recover the ball illegally at that turnover. Referee having strong words there, I think thought about another yellow card.
Well, in attack it's been all the Shredded Ducks, but some very resolute defence from the Fantastics at the moment, not leaving any gaps for the Ducks to exploit. See what they can make of this line out though. 10 metres out from the Fantastics line.
Nudge forward again, says the referee. I think they rather hoped there, the Fantastics, that they were going to get away with it, but no, half-time. Well, a scoreless first half, Scott.
Well, something we've not yet seen in this tournament, and after the previous game between Kiwi girls and Sinners, a very competitive affair, and similar in this men's elite competition, although no tries to boot, and it's all been in the Fantastics half, and perhaps credit to them for keeping it scoreless at the moment, despite going down to 9 men at one point as well. Well, John, what do you think is going to have to change for one of these sides to break the deadlock in the second half?
They've got to actually hold on to it when they've created the chances. I mean, it certainly looks as if Shredded Ducks have got the edge here. They look a more powerful side, but good defence, and it could be one of those situations where there is only going to be one chance. And it would not surprise me. I would really like to forecast which way this one's going to go.
Well, 10 minutes on the clock for one of these sides to make it count.
Important, of course, because good money on offer for winning this competition, and these boys are serious. They're here for the prizes. They're not here for a recreational weekend as a few of the other teams are.
Well, if they do come away as champions this weekend, I'm sure there'll be a lot more recreation with that prize pot in their pocket.
Right, precious ball for the Fantastiques, so nearly throwing it away, but it bounces kindly. Just half a chance of getting away. Good offload in the tackle. Through goes Laporte. Another difficult pass, but yeah, he was set up there. That was a shocker. An hospital pass, but Shredded Ducks ruin it by going over the top. So the possession.
Oh, look at that for a hit. Thunderous, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they didn't follow it through, so it's the penalty to the Fantastique, and good ground. So they find themselves in the Shredded Ducks half, deep in Shredded Ducks territory, and that's not happened too often in this game. So can they make the most of it now?
Well, we've seen what they can do trying to break from their own line effectively, and they've made good ground. 20 metres or so out from the Ducks try line.
Oh, and a dummy throw. That's a ridiculous way to lose possession. It's the trouble when you put these sides together, they haven't had a lot of time to do their line out drills, and sometimes the signal goes wrong, but the thrower in is not allowed to dummy. Big, good tackle again, very strong. Shredded Ducks keep their cool though. And the tackles coming in thick and hard, and referee quite happy there that that was a good contest for the ball at the breakdown. He's signalling advantage to the Fantastique, but they have it, so he allows it to play on. Can they do with the ball in hand? Yep, keeping it alive really well. And referee stopping play because there's an injury to one of the Fantastique players.
Players taking this opportunity to rehydrate it.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough one, Scott. They
yeah, very much so.
No quarter asked or given, and the tackles coming in really thick and hard. And I always get the feeling that on these artificial surfaces, tackles hurt even more.
Yeah, you don't have that soft ground to cushion your fall, do you? But certainly this game giving an indication of how competitive this men's elite competition will be this weekend.
And Jordan Lopez is back on his feet. He's going to take a rest. Rolling substitutions, of course, in this competition. So he can go off, have a bit of a rest and come back on again. Not that I think we're going to see any more of him in this game. And again, Fantastique come up with the ball. Oh, and at last, that's the decisive break. The man who finally finds a way through the middle is Bastien Barat from France. And that, unbelievably, in the 13th minute, 14th minute of the game is the first score. Conversion's good as well, so Fantastique leading, by 7 points to 0.
Well, he spotted a hole, a lovely step off his right foot, cutting through the gap in the middle, so first blood to the Fantastiques. And the Shredded Ducks have got some work to do. We've not seen them yet in their opposition's half so far.
Well taken by the Shredded Ducks under pressure. I think if there's a criticism of them, it's that they're a bit of a blunt instrument. They're going to try and bludgeon their way through the middle or not at all, and that defence again is so strong, so good. 2 knock-ons. First one, though, importantly, from the Shredded Ducks. So scrum down, and it's going to be the 7 Fantastiques who have the put in. I don't think they'll be going into a sort of shutdown mentality that one score will be enough, Scott. It's too tight. They'll be looking for something from this.
No, well, they know that the Ducks have been on them all game. And perhaps unfortunate not to score a try of their own in the first half. But the Fantastiques certainly seem to have got their tails up after that initial score. And the Ducks just needing to find their X factor, really. You're talking about a blunt instrument while they're hammering hard, but not much nail at the moment.
Was that kicked out? They've got away with it. If it was, nice little grubber kick through, puts it into the corner, finds the touch. Shredded Duck will have the throw in. They should win the line out, but then they've got to go the whole length of the field. This is exactly where the French-Spanish side would want to be playing out the last few minutes of the game.
Let's see what sort of pressure they can put on this Ducks line out. Opportunity for them to cause some chaos.
Oh, and they've got the ball. Line out going wrong for the Shredded Ducks, and a penalty now, not rolling away. Retake it, says referee Adam Wookie. Oh, again the wild pass back inside.
Well, how did they not score there, John? Criminal almost from the Fantastics.
Penalty to the Fantastics again. And they'll be very happy, as I was saying earlier, playing these final passages out down deep in Shredded Ducks territory. Another injury stop, but well, there'll be some extra time added onto that, but on the clock, just over 2 minutes left.
Well, at the moment, the Shredded Ducks don't look like they're going to get back into this one, do they? Still enough time on the clock. But do need to get out of their half.
Is he going to reluctantly take a rest? No, I don't think he is. Yep, he has decided that he can't continue. Sub coming on.
The Fantastics just need to keep the Shredded Ducks pinned down in their corner. There's a good option to kick for touch.
Right, can they regain possession? That's the... Nope. Shredded Ducks getting up first, timing that jump really well, and they've got the penalty too. Now, will they go for touch so that at least they're starting their counter-attack higher up the field, or will they try and run it all the way? Well, they opt for the short one. Still going, for me, just a bit too much for the direct route. And we've seen how good the tackling is. And the referee penalising the Fantastique for not releasing, but that was a forward pass. And again, Shredded Duck paying the penalty for not being accurate enough.
Yeah, they've perhaps struggled with their accuracy in this game. It's what let them down in the first half, and they really should have got at least one score on the board.
Yeah, they had periods of good pressure, didn't they, Scott? And really didn't turn it into anything meaningful. And the second half, it's been the Spanish-French side that's really come through, and they're dominating possession. He's going for the drop goal. Oh, gets lucky. Can he turn that bit of luck into a score which would surely be decisive?
Well, penalty to the Shredded Ducks. Player penalised for holding on. Marching them back, not 10, I think, now.
And he's going a card for persistent infringement, I think that probably was. So they're up against 9 men again now, the Shredded Ducks. Need to make it pay, though. And again, in goes the big tackle. The pass was absolutely flagged up and too obvious. Able to line the man up, and there we have it, the final whistle. I think a bit of an upset here. I know Shredded Ducks fancied their chances of going all the way, having come close to winning this competition last year. There it is, though, the final score. Shredded Ducks 0, Set Fantastique 7.